Welcome to my review of the pilot episode of Gotham. Gotham is a new TV show on Fox that follows the story of James Gordon, who we all best know him as Commissioner Gordon, later on in his life. Now, the premise of this whole TV series is basically following the story of James Gordon, who at this moment in time in this TV series, he's just a detective. He's not a commissioner yet. He is just simply a detective. And this series starts off exactly at the point where Bruce Wayne's parents get killed. And that's where this pilot starts off, with that story and what develops from that. And I don't think that's much of a spoiler because we know Bruce Wayne's parents get killed. Now, I went into this TV series pretty much expecting a lot from it because everything I've seen from it when it comes to like teaser trailers and the trailer itself seems like something I wanted to see. It seemed like it was doing everything right. It seems like the world building that they had, the actors that they cast, the characters that they were going to introduce were all things that I was really liking and wanted to see. They did everything that I wanted them to do, and I was pleased with what they gave us and what I got to see from this TV series. I thought all the actors did a wonderful job. The kid actor that played Bruce Wayne, I thought he was absolutely excellent. The moment where Bruce Wayne's parents die, which we've seen in the trailers, was really intense. Like, it gave me chills. It actually kind of got me a little teary-eyed when I saw it, even though I've already seen it in the trailer and I've already seen it in other forms. Seeing it again on this TV series and how it played out and how this kid actor who plays Bruce Wayne just played that role really got me. I thought he did an excellent job. And then later on, when we see him as Bruce Wayne after the fact his parents get killed, I thought he did an absolutely wonderful job, and I'm looking forward to seeing this character being developed into this kid to who he then later becomes, and that is Batman. Now, if you go into this TV series expecting to see Batman, you're going to be greatly disappointed because this is not what this TV series is about. This TV series is about James Gordon, and I would say more so this TV series is really about Gotham, like the city of Gotham and all the characters within it. James Gordon just so happens to be the lead human character, but the real lead of this series, I would say, is Gotham itself. Because this city, just from the pilot episode, you see the amount of different characters that this city has to offer, that you see these characters and you know who these characters are and you know who they end up becoming later on, and you know these personalities that we're seeing right in this pilot episodes, our personalities are going to become something really big later on in their lives. And there was other two particular characters that I wasn't expecting to see. I don't know how this completely went under my radar. I guess I never read like the complete like list of characters that were going to be in the pilot episode or on this TV series. I don't know how this bypassed me, but there was these two particular characters that were introduced in this pilot, and when I saw them, I was like, wait a minute, is that so-and-so and so-and-so? Don't they become so-and-so later on? Like, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not. I don't know if this was put in to, like, you know, something for the fans of Batman or DC Comics in general to see and be like, oh, that's so cool that they're actually going to have these two particular characters. And the other thing that I really liked, I don't know if this was done on purpose or was just a little thing to throw in there for fans like myself to be like, oh, that's cool. There's a part in the episode where Harvey says the name of a street and he says 4th on Grundy, and I heard that, I was like, Grundy? Is that a reference to Solomon Grundy? I don't know. It's not really a spoiler, it's just something that he quickly mentioned. I don't know if that was like kind of like an Easter egg. Once again, all the actors did a wonderful job. Ben McKenzie as James Gordon, I thought he really pulled it off. I didn't know what to expect from him because the last thing I saw him in was the OC back in the day on Fox, ironic enough. But I have to say he was believable as James Gordon. I believed him as that character, and I'm looking forward to seeing him grow as an actor with this character and see what he does with this character and make him different from what we've seen him before, or do something that we've never seen with the character, because obviously this TV series is going to highlight James Gordon in a lot of ways that we haven't really ever seen him. So it's going to be interesting to see him carry this character from this point that he is on this TV series to what he later becomes, which is, you know, Commissioner Gordon. Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin. I thought the actor, his name is Robin Taylor, he did an absolutely excellent job with the character. He made him very likable, even though he isn't a very likable character in the sense of his behavior, but he carried the character so well in this episode that I found myself being really interested in his overall story arc. Like, I want to see him going from who he is in this pilot episode to who he's going to become, which is the Penguin, and how he gets there and what finally triggers him to take on the title of the Penguin. Like, I am looking forward to seeing that with this character, especially with this actor. I thought that Jada Pinkett Smith did a pretty damn decent job as Fish Mooney. She's a completely new character for this TV series. I thought she was pretty likable. I didn't have any issues with her. I thought, okay, she adds something to the story, especially with her relationship with Harvey and her relationship with just the overall crime in Gotham, and I see how she's a useful character in the overall story of what this TV series is going to be about. As all the other characters that were seen, like Selena Kyle, she barely spoke, but I thought the actress they picked for her looks like Michelle Pfeiffer, so it's pretty like cool that they have a young actress looking like a previous Catwoman. And there was like other characters introduced, like Poison Ivy. She was there, but he really hardly did anything. Edward Nygma, aka the Riddler, he was also introduced. He really didn't do much. So these characters, even though they didn't do much, I'm still looking forward to seeing these characters being developed into who they're going to be later on, and how that journey is, and how these characters go from the point that we see them in the pilot to the point that they end up becoming later on, when Batman finally becomes a factor in the overall story. If this TV series ever gets to that point, I'm assuming by the end of the last episode of this TV series, if it continues on as a TV series and it doesn't get cancelled, that Batman will finally appear. At least that's what I'm assuming and speculating on. If I had any complaints in regards to this TV series thus far, is the age of some of the characters. Like Harvey, I had an issue with his age because I'm so used to seeing him either being younger than Gordon or being about the same age as him. And the actor that they cast, who is wonderful, and I think Harvey in this TV series is pretty damn good. I really like his character. That's not the issue. The actor isn't an issue, but the age and him being a senior detective kind of threw me off a little bit with the TV show. But other than that, that's the only real issue I have. I definitely recommend this TV show to everybody to check out, at least the pilot episode. If you're a Batman fan, I'm going to assume you did check it out. If you're a comic book fan, this is definitely a TV series that's going to pander to you guys, so check it out. Overall, I personally really like it. So that's basically my thoughts on the pilot episode of Gotham. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hey guys, so the big thing that came out these past 2 weeks is that 2 TV shows are in development that are DC comic related. The first one is Supergirl, the second one is Teen Titans. I'm sorry you guys, but I'm going to go into a negative place when it comes to these announcements, and it's not because I personally probably won't watch these, because more than likely I will watch these TV series if they actually do happen. But the thing that gets me is that it seems too overwhelming.